country was built on Christian values, and it seems as if it's just gone out, and there doesn't seem to be any place in this society for Christians, because we stand up for what we believe in. And I don't think that I am going to stand down because I'm a Christian. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. And I believe that telling a child of the age of 8 that homosexuality is right, I cannot do that. I will not do that.
This judgment is very significant in that although the judges claim that they do not discriminate against Christians with regard to applications for fostering and adoption, they then go on to say that Christians will be barred from fostering or adoption if they hold to orthodox biblical views on sexual ethics. So it's a very complex judgment. They also say, as judges, that they are secular judges sitting in a multicultural society, and that Christianity has no place in the system, that Christianity and the fact that the English laws and common laws are based on Christian values is actually an aphorism, that it's not true. This is what the judges actually say in black and white in this judgment. I mean, some of the statements are quite extraordinary. We start with the common law. Although historically this country is part of the Christian West, and although it has an established church which is Christian, there have been enormous changes in the social and religious life of our country. Our society is now largely secular. We sit as secular judges. The laws and usages of the realm do not include Christianity. This is actually what Lord Justice Mumby and Mr Justice Beatson say. These are extraordinary statements coming out of our senior judiciary.
That should happen.
And what do you think of the implications for Christians who want to foster in the future? What will the implications be for other Christians?
Well, I would say to Christians who want to foster, just keep up the good fight. Just keep trying.
I think this is a sad day for Christians on a whole, you know.
Explain what's happened today and how you feel about it.
Okay, we got the result today, and it just shows that we won't be able to foster because we have got Christian values. I think that's all it boils down to, being a Christian, a Bible-believing Christian, and that was the reason why we were turned down today to be foster carers.
What could you have offered children?
We could have offered them love. We had a lovely bedroom we could have offered them. We could have offered them stability. We could have offered, you know, just security. There's so much we could have offered children.
And have you brought up children of your own?
I've got 4 children of my own.
Have they all left home now?
They have all left home, and they live very close, and we see them quite regular.
And did you think that this experience gave you particular assets in helping to foster? It did, but then we fostered before. It was only a few years ago since we had fostered with Derby City Council, so we didn't think that would have been a problem. I need to tell a child, because children values, and I know that children's got values, because I have children, and I have foster children, and children have their rights, and of course I know, but they want me to tell an 8-year-old that it's all right to be homosexual. And you don't believe it is?
I don't see why an 8-year-old would be asking me whether they were heterosexual or homosexual. I don't think that would come into play. And even if that did, surely, whether heterosexual or homosexual, surely we could sit and talk to the child, because we know there's something not right there. And we could sit and discuss it. I have brought up children. We know about children.
It's based in Christian values, and we cannot water down the things of the Bible. Because what it said, you know, in the Bible, it cannot be watered down.
What would you have done if one of your own children had been gay?
Well,
I'd have to love them.
We have to love them just the same.
They're our children, and no matter, we don't hate anyone. We've got to love them unconditionally.
And you would have done the same for foster children?
Yes, we're not trying to change anybody. We're just here to give love, security.
The aphorism that Christianity is part of the common law of England is mere rhetoric. What an extraordinary statement in black and white. I wonder what Lord Denning or Lord Devlin or Lord Hailsham would have to say to this kind of statement. It goes on to say, it is important to realise that reliance upon religious belief, however conscientious the belief and however ancient and respectable the religion, can never of itself immunise the believer from the reach of the secular law. So what does that actually mean? Well, it means for the believer that if they really want to hold true to biblical values, they have to either compromise their conscience in order to essentially access the public sphere, or they remain outside of it, as we've seen with Eunice and Owen Johns today.